Hey there, I'm Brittany with Bendy But Not Perfect. I tend to wake up pretty stiff these days, and I imagine you do as well. So I put together a short, simple yoga sequence that you can do in your bed to get you ready for your day. So you might already be out of bed, but these are a couple of short moves that you should be able to remember pretty easily after going through this video a few times. So make your way onto your back. Gently pull your knees into your chest and just give yourself a nice hug, maybe rocking a few times side to side. Remembering your body just woke up, so give it some time and some space to get going for the day. Keep one knee into the chest, extend the other leg straight. Give the knee a gentle pull in towards the armpit. Thinking about breathing, relaxing the body. And then slowly pull the leg across the chest, coming into a twist. Very gentle here, trying to keep that opposite shoulder on the mat. If your body's feeling ready, maybe turning the gaze away from the knee, or staying just as you are. No tugging or pulling here, just gentle movement with gravity and with your breath. And then slowly coming back up to center. One more time, gently pulling that knee in towards the armpit and then extending the leg out. Switching over to the other side. So bringing the opposite knee up into the armpit. Just gently holding here, breathing. Thinking about creating length and space through the crown of the head, all the way down through your tailbone. And then slowly, gently let your hand and your body guide your leg across the body, keeping that opposite shoulder on the mat or the bed. Slowly turning the gaze away from the knee if it feels good for you today. Again, just breathing here, inviting a little bit of movement and space into the body. And then slowly coming back to center, hugging the knee into the armpit one more time. And then releasing the foot onto the mat or the bed, posting both feet. And then one more time, give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe rocking side to side a few times. Placing the feet onto the mat or the bed, dropping the head from side to side a few times. Rolling the wrists, gentle circles each way, a couple times, whatever feels good. Maybe bending and closing the fingers, playing with the feet a little bit, so maybe rolling the ankles, wiggling the toes, just whatever you need to invite movement into the body. And then slowly roll yourself to the side, sit yourself up. And again, this next part of the series can either be done in your bed or on the floor on the side of the bed. If you do choose to leave your bed, you might want a little blanket to prop your hips up, or nothing. You really don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. You don't need anything here if you don't like it. So come to your seated position, place your hands on your knees, rock forward, open your chest, lift your chin. Round back. A couple more times just like this, rocking forward, opening the chest, and then rounding back. And last time, opening, lifting the chin, and then releasing and rounding back. Coming up to a seated long spine position. Release your left hand down, lift your right arm up and over. And now with the breath, we'll inhale back up through center and exhale over to the other side. Inhale, lift up, exhale. And just repeating this movement at your own pace. Maybe you're moving with me, maybe you're going a little bit more slowly or quickly. Just honoring whatever feels good for you in your body in this moment. And we'll do one more time on each side. And then coming back up to neutral. So we'll take a gentle twist, place the right hand on the right knee, take the left hand just behind your left cheek, sit up nice and tall, and just gently twist your body over to the left, maybe turning the gaze over that left shoulder. Again, not forcing any motion here, just inviting movement into the body to get your day started. And then slowly unwind, taking a little bit of a counter twist, turning gently to the right side, and then repeating the exact same thing on the other side. So left hand goes to the knee, right hand sits behind your right cheek, sit up nice and tall, and then just gently twist, turning the body, twisting from the navel over towards that right side, maybe turning the gaze, maybe not. Noticing if one side of the body feels tighter than the other or more supple. Not passing judgment, just noticing. And then slowly release back to center. Again, take a nice little counter twist. And then coming back to neutral. So we'll make our way onto our knees. This is where I do like a blanket. If you have a carpet by your bed, that works too. But my knees do tend to be a little bit tender in the morning. So make your way onto your hands and your knees. Place your wrists directly underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, just a couple cow tilts here. Gently drop the belly, lift the chin. Round into the spine, pressing the ground away. And two more times, just like that, dropping the belly, lifting the chin. Inhale. And exhale, round into the spine, chin to chest. Pressing the ground away. And last full cycle here. And rounding into the back. Belly button, chin to chest, and coming back to a neutral spine. So bring your right foot forward in between your hands, and then slowly make your way up into this kneeling position. So check your form, make sure that your knee is directly on top of your ankle, and then your back hip, your knees should be pretty much directly underneath your hip. I like to tuck my back toe because it gives a little bit more stability. So we're just gonna slowly rock forward and backwards a couple times. Now I am right next to a wall, so you might wanna place your hand on a wall or again the side of the bed, whatever feels good to give a little bit of stability here. And then coming back to neutral, again, that knee's directly on top of the ankle. Now take your left hand, place it just above your left hip. Place your right hand on the front of that hip, and now we're gonna gently tuck the pelvis, so creating a nice lengthening motion through that quad, the front of the thigh, and then you're gonna release, and then slowly, gently tuck the pelvis, and release, and just a couple more times here, again, moving with your body, your breath, and release. Now we'll inhale, and exhale, tuck. And inhale, release. Exhale, tuck. And then let it go. Now placing the right hand on the thigh, lift the left arm up, So creating a nice long line from the knee all the way through the fingertips, stretching the front of the body, and release. Now place the left hand down to the inside of the foot. We're going to take a twist. So you'll lift the right fingertips up to the sky. So now you're creating a beautiful long line from your bottom hand all the way through the fingertips of your top hand. And then let it go. We'll switch sides. So take the right leg back. Left leg comes forward. Slowly make your way up to that kneeling position. Ankle, again, directly underneath the knee. Back, I need to move mine in a little bit. Your back knee is directly underneath your hip. I like, again, to tuck my back toe. So now I take my right hand to my right butt cheek, my left hand to the front of the pelvis. I'll turn towards you. And now you're going to slowly tuck the pelvis, creating nice length and space along the front of that quad, and then release and let it go. So tucking the pelvis, again, this is a really gentle, subtle movement, but what you're doing is you are lengthening out your hip flexors. So we spend a lot of time sitting and driving and getting tight in our hip flexors. And this posture, this movement counteracts that. So if you haven't been moving with the breath, let's go ahead and take 2 with the breath. So you're inhaling when you're releasing, and then you're exhaling when you're tucking. And last time, inhale and exhale and release. Now take the left hand to the thigh, lift the right arm up and over. Again, you're creating a nice, beautiful, long line. And then slowly release, coming into a twist. So you'll drop the right hand down to the inside of the foot, lift the left fingertips up to the sky. Again, creating space and length from the bottom hand all the way up through the fingertips. And then slowly release, coming back to neutral, bringing both knees back to meet each other. And then sitting back on your heels, rocking a few times side to side. Again, we're inviting movement into the body, and your feet, they need love. They're going to be doing a lot of work for you today. So give them just a second to open up. This might feel really tender. And then coming back to neutral. Thank you so much for sharing your morning, your time with me, and I hope your body feels ready for the day. Namaste.